Bonjour, hola, hello, privet. Being bilingual is a really great skill to have, and today I will persuade you to make sure that your child learns a second language. And it's really important right now, as languages have been on a decline because a lot of elementary schools and middle schools have cut it due to budget cuts. Knowing two languages can really help in school. And for example, if you do know already a second language before going to middle school and high school, it is much easier to learn even a third language. For example, if you know English and, for example, Spanish. English is a Germanic language, so it's easier to learn a language like German. And Spanish is a Romantic language, so it's easier to learn languages like French or Italian. Being bilingual can also help in SAT scores. As College Board said in 2007, that having 4 years of a second language can really help a student have a higher score at the SATs, specifically about 140 per section, which is about 420 points higher totally on the SAT. So in general, this can help in standardized testing. For example, in a school in California is an international school, which is represented by the blue top line, has mostly bilingual students due to it being a French and Chinese school. And the green bottom line is another school which is academically equal to the first school, but has less bilingual students, mostly monolingual students. And as you can see, the first school, which has more bilingual students, did a lot better on their standardized testing that year. And it just shows how being bilingual, having better cognitive skills and longer attention spans really do help, and they do better your standardized testing scores. Bilingual people, it also gives you a lot more opportunities in life. For example, in the workforce, you have a more variety of jobs. For example, you can be translator between languages and things like that. And you can help in jobs, for example, like business, where you need to communicate with people in other countries. Being anything in the diplomatic world really helps knowing a second language, especially even if it's not the language that you will be going to. Knowing a second language can even help you learn that third language of that country that you will be a diplomat in. And also socially, for example, as a bilingual person, I am not limited to a circle of only English-speaking friends, as I know Russian, so I am also aware of communicating with Russian people. So I have a larger variety of people I can communicate and become friends with and get knowledge from, and just have like different perspectives of things, as they know two different languages and they're two different cultures. And it's a really great opportunity, and it really does help your students. And in the workforce, it can also give your child a better salary, as this chart shows. Being, for example, the orange triangles show the average salary of a non-bilingual person, and the yellow shows the average salary of a bilingual person. And for example, being a veterinary technologist, there's a really higher percentage of better salary, and other jobs like personal care, medical secretaries. You can see how that really affects salaries. Being bilingual is helping in your workforce and just giving you more opportunities and a better quality for employers to look for. Also, being bilingual, it can really help you be more culturally accepting and more understanding of other people. Being bilingual, I can tell you that I understand more cultures. I can see different perspectives. I am more understanding of differences. I know, like, having a difference of knowing a second language can really help you understand that being different is not a bad thing, and that you can be really tolerant of others and their differences. And it's a really great skill to have, especially in today's world. In conclusion, being bilingual is a really great skill to have, and it should be valued in today's world, which is a really global world. And I really ask you to make sure that your child knows a second language, because it will really help in their life. It can help in school, in social life, in the workforce, and just being a more understanding, more tolerant, more well-rounded person in general. Thank you. Merci. Спасибо.